Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. My name is Vivalina and we are back with another episode of Tanami Zoo. Today is kind of a special episode because I didn't plan to publish this today, but I decided now that I will because the original episode, which is coming up tomorrow, was gonna get too long, so I decided to take this shopfront out of it and make it in a small separate in-between video, which is the one you are seeing now and which is also a rather short one, but I still made sure to include some cinematics of how the shops look at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. If you want to see what else is coming up at Tanami Zoo or you are completely new to the series, check out my channel. You have a whole playlist there with videos of this Australian desert zoo. And then of course, if you want to see what's coming up in the future, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Also, of course, if you happen to like my content, don't forget to also hit the like button and let me know in the comments which part you did like best. But now let's talk about the build. So this is, as you see, gonna be a little shop front and we are starting with just one part of it. This is one of the keys, in my opinion, for building effectively in Planet Zoo, that whenever you can, try to build one part with details and then copy it over. It will save you so much time, just like I'm doing here. Instead of first building the rough shape and copying it over and everything, I just build one part and then I copy it over, and it really helps. I cannot stress it enough, and I still failed on doing so completely because at the end I will also put in some lights in this video, so well. Anyhow, we're doing the shopfront and I think it's the first time that I actually got to use those North African plaster pieces in an African setting. Like, I have used them before, but not so thematically a bit, and I really like how it turned out and I think I should do it a bit more. As explanation, I have gotten into Planet Zoo way too late, or maybe like it was alright because before that I had to study, so maybe it was good I didn't know the game earlier. Anyhow, so that means I got to purchase a lot of DLCs all at once. Yeah, that's why I didn't get the full experience of every DLC. I think until the North American pack was, I think, the first DLC which was completely like new things to me. So I'm rather new to the Planet Zoo hype, just as I'm rather new to YouTube. So yeah. Anyhow, I'm also reusing that fridge here, which we built in the episode with the kangaroos. If you want to see how I built this fridge, because it's quite detailed, why don't you check that out in the episode about the kangaroos? It's in the whole playlist for Tanami Zoo. I of course also made some small adjustments just to make sure here. And if you were wondering what those ACs are for, it's basically what I used to, act like it was a generator. Because if you look where this is, like, maybe they need their separate emergency generator. And I really like adding fridges to like these shops. To these counters, because I think they add a certain level of realism, because you would have some fridge with contents there instead of just, having those little small display and thinking that's enough for all the guests, but you need something where you can stock up and when you can have some more stuff. And also having those fresh fruits in back of a fruit stand, a smoothie stand or something, it just makes sense because it shows the guests, oh, those products are fresh, even if maybe they aren't, but it just implicates that. So I think that's super important and a nice little thing to do. I'm not sure if I have put them on the workshop yet, but I will try to remember to put the link down in the description. If I have not done that and you want to see the fridge in the workshop, don't forget to comment and I will for sure follow it because I read all my comments. Anyhow, as we are coming to an end of the speed build, as I'm just gonna place down some lightning, I wanted to comment on one more thing. So this shopfront has a double function, simply because in the back of it there will be the viewing area for the habitat, and the animals, African animals, which live in the desert, which come next, are quite shy. So they want to have their distance from the guests, and I wanted to facilitate that by making sure that really only the guests who want to see them are at least there. And then I had to do some more measures, which I will be talking about in tomorrow's video, because Tanami Zoo is a double factor this week. It's really great. I didn't plan this originally, but I decided that maybe it's better to keep the videos short. Anyhow, here I'm playing a bit with the lighting and I as you can see, I couldn't decide which lamps to use. Like I did this, then I didn't like it, then I changed it. And I changed around so much, but I just felt like this area was a bit too shadowed and we needed some more light in there. And then some final detailing coming up here, and then in a second we will already jump into the cinematics. So as I'm about to say goodbye, I want to remind you again to hit the like button and to subscribe to see what else is gonna come up at Tanami Desert Zoo, and simply just because it would mean a lot to me. We are now just finishing up building also the area where the guests can sit down and relax, taking their food, like a little food court where they can sit and eat, even though they don't usually, but still I just wanted to do that for them. And yeah, with that, I hope you enjoyed the cinematics as well, and I hope you have a lovely weekend, and check out tomorrow's episode as well. Bye!
Hey, Schau mal.